I'm Dr. Craig Escude, the host of IDD Health Matters, a podcast where we talk about health, wellness, and health equity for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome to this edition of IDD Health Matters. We have a really exciting guest today, Kayla McKeon. Welcome, Kayla.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
So we're coming to you from the American Academy of Developmental Medicine and Dentistry Conference. And you're here because you spoke on something that you're very passionate about. Tell us about the work that you do.
Sure. So I work for the National Down Syndrome Society. For 6 years, I started in October of 2017. That means I am the manager of grassroots advocacy within DSS, but I am better known as the first registered lobbyist with Down syndrome.
Very good. So there's something really cool that you've been involved in recently, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you talk about it.
Sure. So Mattel contacted NDSS with a suggestion of making a Barbie doll with Down syndrome. So this morning I was able to talk about some of the characteristics that the Barbie has. She has the almond-shaped eyes, the flat nasal bridge, and of course the shorter height. Like what I possess. I also had the curved pinky and the crease in my palm. And these are just some other characteristics of with Down syndrome. So some of us may possess some of them, or others some not at all. But that's what makes us us. And then the necklace, a pink necklace with the 3 chevrons pointing up, represents the lucky few, which is Down syndrome, the 3 copies of the 21st chromosome. And of course, that's what makes us Down syndrome. And then she has a yellow and blue dress with butterflies. Those are the symbols of Down syndrome. And she is wearing AFOs.
So AFOs are ankle foot orthotics. So they help sometimes help a person to walk or have better foot position, just for everybody out there. So that's pretty cool. And you can take those off and on and all of that kind of stuff,
because
right?
the sneakers she's wearing are zipper sneakers.
Zipper sneakers, how about that? So that is actually really, really cool that you got to influence this and be a part of all of this, and almost kind of be the model for it in a way, right?
I was one of the models. Yeah. We also had a couple of experts weigh in. Charlotte Woodward and David DeSantis were also played a big part in helping to create the style.
Yep. That's really cool. So, and this just recently came out, right?
Yes. So this started back in March of a year or two ago, and they flew me out to Los Angeles to see the reactions of the children playing with the doll, and then they flew me out to Good Morning America, where we did the big reveal of Barbie.
That is pretty exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So tell me about some of the other work that you do with Down syndrome.
Sure.
With the Down Syndrome Society. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
Yeah.
So I lobby Congress on issues that impact not just Down syndrome, but for the differently abled as well. And this helps laws today, like the Oregon Transplant Discrimination Prevention Act, which is named after my friend Charlotte. People are being denied life-saving health care because I cannot give you an organ, because they see me and I'm not deemed able to give you that organ.
Yep, and that's not legal.
No, not legal at all.
Yes, you cannot discriminate based on a disability, and you should never make a decision to do or not do something solely based on a person having or not having a disability.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And we're also working on some minimum wage. So let's say we are doing the same job, like making lamps. Yeah, making lamps. Perfect example. So I'm getting paid 5 cents, where he is getting paid $5. So we call that sub minimum wage that I am receiving. And again, that's not fair to me either because I'm being paid way below minimum wage.
So, Kayla, do you work on anything health related sometimes? Health policies?
I coincide with some of our other team members within the SS. So we are working with the Alzheimer's, this NAPA, if I can say it correctly, then the Reauthorization Act is on Alzheimer's disease, and individuals with Down syndrome have an over 90% chance of developing Alzheimer's disease.
Yes, and developing it earlier too, right?
Right.
So that's important work to do in that area.
Absolutely.
I'm Dr. Craig Escudé, President of Intellectability. State developmental disability agencies, managed care organizations, and providers across the United States use Intellectability's health risk screening tool, e-learn courses, and person-centered training to improve health equity for people with IDD. Visit replacingrisk.com to learn more about how you can employ these tools with people you support. Well, we're at a point we're gonna do something I call 3 in 3. So it's three things in about 3 minutes that you want everybody out there to know that you think can improve the world, basically, for people with, any disabilities.
Okay.
Yeah. So three tips or 3 points that you think everybody should know.
Sure. So starting off with one is sharing your personal story because that's unique to you, and we don't want to tell it for you. We want you to do it. Secondly, there is an issue that impacts not just the Down syndrome community, but also being autism, and other organizations. NDSS does partner with the National Federation of the Blind. Autism Speaks. So if you have something that you need to be brought to our attention, you can always reach out to info@ndss.org. That is our info hotline. And thirdly, just be yourself.
That is fantastic advice. I'm going to reiterate one more time. National Down Syndrome, you can reach out to them at info@ndss.org, right?
Yes.
Or go to the website, ndss.org. Kayla, this was incredible. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me.
Absolutely.
This is really cool. You need to go out and look for it. I got mine autographed, by the way.
And you can find it on Amazon, Target, and Walmart.
Yeah.
We sold out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with me
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
Great. The IDD Health Matters podcast is a production of Intellectability. Learn more about our health risk reduction tools and training for supporters of people with IDD by visiting replacingrisk.com.